Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Yeoman Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Cyclones will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Gordon. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. And what a performance, an aerial shot. From this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The play action fake. Makes the grab. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The give on the inside. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand, at least hope.
Just plowing ahead. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could.
He's trying to get it in, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So So Iowa State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cyclones!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. He makes the catch. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
From the gun, the ground game. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in. It's Ramsey. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it for a big play. Finds some room. Touchdown, Iowa State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Harris. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup of the 25. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Green Wave. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Oh, they're after it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Tight end finds a soft spot. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. The Cyclones will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Green Wave hoping that huge run puts momentum on their side. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Ramsey. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Here's a hit. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working the big fella downfield and outside. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Tulane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. working that left side now. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Malone. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. It's on target and complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bringing it back. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense for good field position. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll try to get it through the air. Buys a little time with his feet. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Malone. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That brings them to within 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Rock chalk. Kansas is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 20 over Wyoming. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll go right back to the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Now from inside the red zone. Quarterback extends the play. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. waiting in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for first and goal.
Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then being able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. They just keep firing. Touchdown, Green Wave! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make...
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been...
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws it out in space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Gordon. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So we open the final period with a third down play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Green Wave needing a third down conversion as we start playing the fourth. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the Cyclones come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Makes the catch. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Cyclones are rolling down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Cyclones are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He's looking to throw on third and short. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
The corners are walked up tight. On fourth down, looking to pass. Touchdown, Cyclones! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll start this drive going to the air. caught in the backfield. It's Gordon. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Gonna swing it on second down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks one deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over East Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Throwing right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. To the ground with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Under fire. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You've got to be impressed by what you've seen from this defensive line in the game because they're getting to the quarterback, they're getting sacks, and when they can't get there, they're putting their arms up and they're batting balls down. So impressive watching this D-line go to work.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. He wants a big play here late. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going for the big play. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tulane! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is Drew, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Wide open spaces. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. It's now second and goal.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Works the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Iowa State.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
The clock reads 19 seconds. Onside kick coming. They have to get it to have a chance to win.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guy's catch.
Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
Someone say run the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
Iowa State, 35.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. One more play to pad the stats. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team